So here at Saarel, I mean, Ben, this is the most emotion we've seen from you. I mean, the most excitement from any race. So, I mean, what are the feelings right away after being named the Dream Mile champion?
Oh, you know, it was just complete. I was so happy. I think, you know, across this was the one race. You know, win, lose or draw. I just wanted to finish, you know, with nothing left and really, you know, just go out with as much pain as I could. And you know, I crossed that finish line. It was just a big release of emotion, and you know, regardless if I won or not, I still would have been the same thing, because I was just, you know, I was happy because I did what I wanted to do and I raced the race I wanted to race. So
Bernie mentioned that the pace wasn't exactly what they had hoped for.
Yeah.
Did that kind of play to your advantage?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I'm a big kicker, so that helps for me a lot. You know, we were close to the 4-minute mark, and you know, this season for me, it's been all been about, you know, trying to go out in 60s, trying to go out in 59s or whatever, and be able to go out fast. So I was ready for that too, and today it wasn't that race, so I just said, all right, sit and kick, and wait until the last lap and start gassing. And unfortunately, I played the right strategy, and I kind of gambled on it because I stayed back a little bit further, and I was just happy enough, or was fortunate enough that they came back to me. So
Biggest win of your career?
Pardon me?
Biggest win of your career?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I wasn't even thinking of being in the top 5 for this one, so, you know, being able to win, it's a really big deal, and more than that, just being able to compete with these guys. So.
Pundits say that you didn't have the 800 speed to really compete and maybe go sub-4, but this race, 305, 1200, was perfect for you because you could use your strength the last 200, and you just pulled away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, totally. I think, you know, with my 800 meter speed, I've never run a fresh 800 in my life, so I was hoping to break 150 this year, but, you know, at state, my legs were really tight, and I ended up running 151, but for this race, it definitely, because I've had such a high aerobic capacity, I'm just a little less gassed than some of the other guys, I think, because of the altitude. So I was able to hang in there for 3 laps and survive, and I think if, you know, Arroyo was feeling really good, he could have probably started running away with it, and so I had enough strength, just enough at the end to get in there. Sorry.
Looking ahead, I mean, for college, what do you think of your event? What do you think your event's going to be? I mean, Mark Wetmore hasn't had a lot of milers. He's more known for long distance guys, but I'm sure he's been dreaming for 10, 15 years to have a guy that closes like you do.
Yeah, I'm still a 10,000 meter guy, I think, in the future. Mentally, I just don't even get into the race until like the 3rd lap, and then, you know, I see for this race, it's like it's already over before I'm even thinking about what's going on. So I think I have the mentality of a 10,000 meter guy. And I think, you know, more than anything else, with a really good aerobic capacity, and I can train for that well, and I know how to do that, and it helps, or, you know, for guys at altitude, it's better to go in longer distances. So I'm still going to be a long distance guy.
What college are you going to?
University of Colorado.
Where does your training go from here?
Now, you know, I take a little bit of a break, you know, a couple days, and then I'll start training again and start getting ready, you know, for Coach Wetmore's program, because these guys are really fast, and I remember going out there like, man, they made me look slow, so I got to be prepared for that.
What are you ranked in the nation?
I have no idea. Hopefully in the top 5, top 10. So.
Well, talk about your decision to go to Colorado, and what other schools were you looking at, and
yeah,
what was the deciding factor?
Totally, yeah. I checked out Stanford, Michigan, Wisconsin, Princeton was another one. Both my parents went to Princeton, so that was one of the big names. And you know, all those schools are fantastic. I also loved Michigan because I lived there for a while, so that was one of the, between Colorado and Michigan, that's kind of what it came down to, and well, even Stanford. But for me, it was, you know, Colorado reminded me of home, and that meant a lot to me because it was close to my family, and you know, the people out there really kind of have a similar attitude to me. It's really relaxed and low key, and I think, you know, Wetmore, I'm a great fit with Wetmore. I really like being there and just, you know, hanging out with their guys, because I think they have the best crew in the nation. So I was really happy to you know, become part of the Buffalo team. And I think academically is another reason I went there was, you know, looking at grad school and stuff. They offered me a presidential scholarship, which, you know, is competitive for grad schools, and then moving on, and I want to major in something like physics or physics AMU, I think, or to like submolecular, and they have a great program there, and they have a lot of research opportunities for undergrads during the summer too. So,
really focused on the scene last year. Can you kind of put a finger on why the big improvements?
I think I just started kind of focusing on loving running and loving every single day, even if you're not feeling good, just going out there and enjoying the moment. I think the best I've ever heard is running has to be the best part of your day, and for me it has become the best part of my day. So I'm really happy about that, and trying to think if there's anything else. Like hydrating more is another thing. That's what Mo Farah told me when I asked him a question. He said, make sure you guys know, make sure my pee's clear. So that helped a ton too. I think I improved like 15-20 seconds in my 2 mile just because of that. So
how about the whole time in New York, the Big Apple, in front of a big crowd? The whole experience here at the 3 mile.
It's really cool. I think in terms of all the races I've been to this year, Arcadia is pretty cool, but just it's wild seeing just all during morning, being around these professional athletes, and the crowd was awesome at the end, cheering us on. I was like, yeah, and I don't know, it was really, you get really charged up and amped up when you come to New York, and you gotta love the people here. So yeah.
Walk us through your last 24 hours. What does a 3 mile champion do 24 hours before his race?
What do? I sleep a lot. I eat a lot. I had way too much to eat last night. I had a plate of pasta, and I ate the rest of my mom's ravioli, and then I ate a plate of spinach and 3 PB&Js or something. I had some ridiculous amount, and I don't know, that's what I do, is eat and sleep, and try to stay nice and loose and ready to go for the next day.
Went to bed, then what'd you do this morning?
Oh, this morning I got up, thought about the race, was like, I don't want to think about that. So I went out and walked around Grand Central Station for a while, and just kind of meandering around there for a while, and then kind of came back, and at that point it was time to get on the bus, so I just grabbed my stuff, forgot my shoes, I didn't forget them. They wanted my adidas shoes, so I went back upstairs, grabbed those. I was like, these are pretty comfy, so put those on, ran back down, got on the bus, came here, chilled out, and then ran. So
how'd you stay grounded, not thinking about the race for the most part?
I think I just, first of all, there's so much stuff to check out in New York, so that was one easy thing.
This is your first visit?
This isn't my first visit. This is my first time actually in a while to be in Manhattan. I haven't been in Manhattan in a while. I've been around Brooklyn and Tribeca a lot, but I haven't been to Manhattan. So I was checking that out. My mom told me about Central Park. I might go check that out now. But I think, just keeping your mind off the races. Eating is another one. Watching a little TV, reading a book. Anything you can really think about to do. And then when it's time to, race, you gotta just, focus on what you want to do in the race and not worry about, if it throws you a curveball, you fall or something, get up and keep going and change your race plan accordingly. So.
When you closed the last lap, and at the slowest it was probably 56 flat, it might have been even 55, I'm not quite sure. Just part of you think, well, even though I won, I could still maybe break 4 if it was the right race, or are there any regrets at all about the time?
No, I don't have any regrets. I PR'd by 6 seconds today, so whatever. I don't care if I didn't break the 4-minute mile. I think on the right day in the right place, I think a lot of these guys totally are capable of doing it. And today it was really windy out there, especially in the far corner, whatever was going on there, because it was and then it would slow down again. But it was a really tough race, and I'm just proud of myself for adjusting in the right way and running my own race.
In terms of your training, like how much mileage have you been running?
70-75 if you include walking. If not, probably like 65. So I've fairly low mileage. And then just doing like a little bit longer. Up-tempo stuff and working on aerobic capacity more than anything, and just not working like quite in the same intensity in so many days in a row as I used to, and keeps your legs more fresh. So.
All right, good luck to you.